What is going on, everybody? If you are a Canadian seller and you struggle to find leads, this is probably going to be the video for you. You're going to want to stick around. We're going to change our mindset when it comes to trying to find leads and trying to find profitable leads, all right? So you want to stick around. If you guys don't know me, my name is Anthony Mancini. I've done over 7 figures in sales on Amazon, and I'm here to really try to teach you how to get to a point where the leads are not a problem anymore and you just need to find more money. So let's go right into it. The ungating time trap. 3 to 5 weeks straight up wasted for new sellers, in my opinion, is when they start selling on Amazon. You try to go on YouTube and you try to find these American sellers that are telling you to ungate things, but the reality of it is in Canada, it's not that easy. I've made videos about that before, and certainly in the climate that we have today, where things just get re-gated almost like instantly, and things are so hard to get ungated from, we need to change our mindset. We can't think like the American sellers, all right? Because in reality, what you're doing is you're waiting for an approval time. 80% of the time, even if you have everything that Amazon asked for, right? You have your 10 units, you got everything that you got, and they're gonna be like, no, over and over and over again, right? $1,500 in non-refundable fees with no guarantee, because you ordered these products. Sometimes it's not refundable. It's a risk, right? So all the gurus are telling you, just apply for brand ungating. Wait forever. Build suppliers relationships, right? That takes forever. Focus on high margin gated brands. Again, you got to get approved. So these are high margins because people are not approved, right? The gurus don't make sense today. We got to change the way we think about finding profitable leads in Canada, right? The harsh reality of ungating is it takes 3 to 5 weeks minimum to get actually approved, because the reality is you're gonna get rejected, and you gotta keep sending things. You're sending your invoices in until you get accepted. Which, if you're gonna get approved, that's gonna take 3 to 5 weeks minimum. Oftentimes, you get stuck with thousands of dollars worth of stock, and if you're rejected, that you can never sell, which won't help you grow, because we need, certainly at the beginning, all our money possible to be reinvested into profitable inventory that we can actually sell, right? And then again, building credible seller history with Amazon will take you probably 6 to 12 months, because things will get easier with time, right? The more you sell on Amazon, the more sales you get, the more opportunity you will have to get more brands in the sell. But at the beginning, you just don't have that, unfortunately. And the cost of waiting is your competitors source more while you wait for your approval, right? They're going to be using the method that I'm showing here today. You got zero cash flow during 3 to 5 weeks of approval period. Amazon actually favors people who have actively a lot of sales, so they're going to give the buy box to those people, and they're going to have those people be ungated and more products. So you need to start selling products and getting brands into your inventory pool to start getting access to more and more and more. And following that traditional things from online gurus is just straight up not going to work. So we're going to flip the script, all right? Here's the main little point that we're going to have here. We got to flip the script. We got to go data-based first strategy. So what's the number one thing the gurus say to do today? Reverse storefront stocking. Sorry about that. Reverse storefront stocking is what everybody tells you to do. And it's not a bad method. It's a method I use pretty often. I'm just saying, for the way the climate is in Canada right now, it is not something that you should be using. You should be going a data-based first strategy. Now, what's a data-based first strategy? Okay, well, step 1. We're going to collect 100 to 300 ungated brands first. How the heck are we going to do that? You're telling me, Anthony, this video is supposed to help us get the ungated brands. You're just telling me to get 100 to 300? Don't worry. And it's super easy. It's not complicated. You're going to go and do your storefront stocking, but every single product that you click, you are not looking at the keepograph. You are not looking at the price. You are not looking at the seller count. The only thing you are going to do is look if you are ungated. The minute you are ungated, right, that brand name goes into an Excel sheet, into your database, right? And that's all you do. You don't go further into that brand. I want you, for a session of 1 hour to 2 hours, instead of actively sourcing for profitable products, I want you actively sourcing for ungated brands, and that's it. We're going to do something after that's going to help us get profitable brands in that database. But for now, we need to build a database, all right? So go and storefront stock and only look at the brand. And then obviously, if you click a brand and you're ungated, and you put it into your database, don't keep on clicking that brand. We're gonna go do that later. Now, and then same goes for the opposite. If you click the brand like Nike and you're gated and you're not allowed to sell it, don't click another Nike product. We gotta try to go as many brands as possible in an hour to 2 hours, try to collect 100 to 300 ungated brands. These ungated brands don't mean that they're going to be profitable. We just need to have volume of ungated brands, all right? Now, step 2 is we're going to source the products from my database, right? Okay, like how do we do that? We understand that now we have a whole list of Excel, of database. Well, easy. We're going to go into Keep a Product Finder, right? Now that those two tools are going to be perfect. Keep a Product Finder, all you're going to do, you don't need to put all these fancy filters. You just need to put Amazon not in stock and then put the brand name in the search criteria. And then again, you're going to see every single brand, every single listing of that brand name on Amazon, and you could just filter by either the price or by volume per month. It just gives us a lot more efficient sourcing sessions, because once we have a database filled, we're able to really go and pinpoint what brands are best for you and your access to those products with retail stores, right? And then after that, we start selling immediately. We don't need to wait like all those other people trying to get ungated in products, wasting their time while we're focusing on things that are already available to us. And while our account grows, well, we're gonna have more and more brands available to us, and the snowball is just going to continue. So why does this actually work? So yes, ungated has more competition. When things are automatically ungated, the gurus are going to tell you like there's a ton of competition there. Where there's no competition, where you're going to make money. But the thing is that you're not doing any action while you're waiting, and that's a problem with Amazon, right? 95% of sellers chase gated brands. Everybody asks me, Anthony, what do you think about getting ungated? I don't like it. I think it's not a bad idea when you have enough cash flow to throw cash at a brand that you'll potentially get ungated from, but there's no guarantee there. I've always been on the thing of, listen, Amazon is already an incredible opportunity for you to make money. Now you have access to certain brands, go find them, and that's where you're gonna go make your money. Don't worry about the rest. Hit 50K per month while competitors are still waiting for approval, and guess what? You're gonna get approved in those brands that they're waiting for approval because you're actually selling products, and that's what Amazon wants, guys, all right? So how to build your database, right? Like I said before, it's a 2-hour session. I kind of talked about it, so we'll blitz through this, but you're using Celeram to analyze competitor storefronts like you would normally do. There's nothing different than reverse storefront stocking. It's just, instead of going after, like once we find the product ungated, we go into Keepa, we try to see if we can get it for a profitable price, then we got to try to see if that the history of Keepa is good. Screw all that. That's wasted time. We'll do that later in Keepa Product Finder. Right now, we're just targeting categories, right? We want to go into categories, and we're going to try to find every single brand that is ungated in every single available category for us. And then again, focus on brands with 10 or more products, but I wouldn't even go that far. That would be post database session. Once you have your database all set up, then you can write notes on like how many types of products they have. Are they really only a product that has like 3 or 4 products, or do they have 20 plus, like they're a big brand? You can do this all in Excel and organize it yourself, guys. It's really not rocket science. This next slide, demo, unfortunately not for you guys. These are more for my private students. This is the same slide that we do a course on. But again, this is not that hard. Use Sephora as your testing ground. You just go through brand after brand. Like I said, you can use a storefront stocking method, or you can literally go into a website like Sephora and go brand by brand and see if you're ungated on it. It's really not that hard, and it's going to change your sourcing forever, to be honest. Again, live demo. We're not doing a live demo today. These are for the coaching students, but it's not that hard. Do it, guys. I'm telling you. Do it for 2 hours, and it's going to change everything. And from your database, I don't want to say the word guarantee. I think a lot of gurus guarantee a lot of things. But if you do this method and you have enough cash, you should be able to get to 50K per month pretty easy, all right? Using Keep a Product Finder, target for 20 to 25% minimum ROI, reinvest everything, and I mean everything. Do not take yourself a pay, you greedy mother fluffer. Make sure you invest everything back until you're ready to be full-time, okay? And last thing, right? Let's be honest, there's some trade-offs. There is more competition in ungated categories. Things will tank more often. These aren't the best products that are going to be the ticket, your golden ticket to being full-time. However, it's a great start for your snowball to grow, your train to get moving, so you can start getting more sales on Amazon to start trusting your account, right? And it all comes back down to one thing. While your competitors are waiting for approval, while they're consistently searching and spending money on products that they're never going to get ungated from, you're focusing on products that you are ungated in, and then you're going to go find the diamond in that, all right? So hopefully that's pretty clear. Your next steps right now, we're not even going to go this. This is some salesy stuff, right? We don't need to go talk about that. We'll enlarge in my screen just to talk to you a last quick bit before this video ends. Understand something, guys. Amazon is not that hard. Amazon is a game of volume and clicking as many things as possible and eliminating wasted clicks. So that strategy that I just gave you by going brand first before trying to find profitable products, split your sourcing sessions in two, build a database first, then go into Keep a Product Finder and go deep dive into there. And I promise you, you'll make $50K per month if you have the cash for it, all right? So if you guys like the video, subscribe, like, find me on Instagram if you want, Mancini Anthony _. You can find a bunch of stuff, my journey over there, and DM me if you want any coaching or whatever you want like that, all right?